What the heck? Oh, it's because I'm not clicked in it. I was trying to figure out why there was no sound. Guess I'll just fast travel there. Yeah. Took a little longer to transfer over because I took a quick snack. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I best go around. What? Was there stupid? Oh, I should probably cross.
That's Punchy's place up in that little blimp. No better upgrade bench around. Let's see.
Wonder if I can afford to upgrade anything. Oh, that's not the. Hi, back. Oh, I can't afford it. Jeez. Definitely can't.
Peddler.
Honestly, I've already got like the best weapon set up. Hi, Gon. Twice with the same joke in a few minutes.
You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo-Choo here.
I hate the narrator so much in this game. Hey, That's me. Gonna be a dickhead. Can I steal his train car?
Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him. Claims rails are like rules. If you follow them the way you're supposed to, everything good in life can roll your way. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track or look for a way to hit that switch? He thinks you're on a dark path.
Why is
right
everyone
now,
a philosopher?
But there's no reason you can't find a wheelhouse and get yourself turned around. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. Likes your sureness, the way you keep at it like a chug-chug with no way to reverse. Feels like the world's on a runaway chug straight over a cliff. Says the world might have lasted longer if you hadn't stomped on the go pedal so hard. Doesn't like how you ride with the Lotus. He asked for their help to raise a chug from the surf once, and they laughed. Sure, but they didn't have to laugh. He had ideas. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name is Choo-Choo.
After all that
He's been off
criticizing
track since
of
the
how I'm a
world
dickhead,
started
he's
dying.
like, oh, yeah,
But
my
he's
name's
trained
Choo-Choo,
his mind
by the
to
way.
stay positive, regardless of the situation. Figures that's true, but they can get you close enough to most things for most reasons. You can stumble along from there. He's convinced the tracks are like the paths our lives take, and you must deal with the outcome, even if you didn't lay them yourself. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wingnut to get back on track. Wingnuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugger-chugger out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him. Says there's nothing to it, just don't let the chugger chug you down.
Oh, the light just... it hurts your eyes, am I right?
Life in the shade is cold.
It's the perfect thing when the world's heating up.
So you're agreeing that the dark is nothing more than shade?
Look, I'm great at throwing shade and you're only good for catching it.
They're the only English-speaking characters. They could have really just saved time.
Wheel the control box handles to buzz the wire.
Oh, whoops.
Down the wire. Wheel the control box handles to
I do that
buzz the wire.
surprisingly often.
Wired up and ready to go. Let's see.
Making me travel a distance. That wingnut for him. Wish I could kill him.
You need to swivel the globus's bearings.
Dang it. It's more like Monster Hunter than Just Cause. I guess it kind of looks like Just Cause. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're pretty correct. That big dude. The hand? Or just the game in general? Whoops. Oh, jeez. Oh. Yeah. I was trying to remember which paddle I had that program to. Yeah. Gotta find the superb loot. I would show you a mech, but it probably won't let me spawn it here. I have a big mech suit too. And a jet ski. Gonna drive me nuts trying to find. Oh, there it is. I thought it had kind of like Far Cry vibes, especially with the Arma choices. They wanted me to do something for them. Yeah, although this one was like, I want to say it was announced like 6 years ago that they were making it.
The Wingnut Chug Tunnel.
They
Goes
took
on
forever to make it, and while I kind of like it, the storyline and everything, yeah, combat's a bit lacking. It doesn't feel good. Okay. Oh, I can just drop down there. this is one of my team guys. Or allies. Why am I attacking him? Even though I have multiple weapons, this is pretty much the only one I use because it's the only one that feels impactful in any way. Unless you do this. Probably was writing off of Far Cry though. That was popular like 6 years ago. Actually show you what I am. I think I'm supposed to be some sort of raccoon, but I don't know. Shoulder pad. It's got a neat crafting system too. Because you can dismantle almost everything. Or actually you can just dismantle everything. Do I have any better add-ons? There's a lot of me going through on these streams like this and just dismantling crap. Oh. Lombax looking. I've never played Genshin, so I can't agree to that or not. Sorry, I was focusing on what I was doing and I only just read what you said. I don't know why I'm fighting my allies. Probably because we're all evil. I haven't showed you powers yet. I forget there's a parry. I have telekinesis so I can pick people up. Can't use my... That one's useless. This one's good. I'll make them fight each other. Oh, the other guy was dead. Seems like they were really trying to be Breath of the Wild, too. Oh, that's alright. Not that big of a deal. There's really not that much to know about this game. It's kind of generic. I think that's kind of why I forgot I was playing it. And I figured since I started playing it, I might as well finish it.
Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason. But he understands no one gets their tracks greased for free. He'd be happy to part with his spare grease sprinkler, as he believes it's a great fit for any of your business that... He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart.
I'm gonna look it up again. Because I don't remember if it was 6 years exactly or what. Oh, it was only 4 years. It was in 2017 that they announced it. It really seems like they were working on making it pretty. And then they were like, oh, wait, we have to make a game with it too. It's not completely terrible. I'm actually gonna check something else. I don't think it was that much whenever I got it. It's $60. I think I got it on sale because I pre-ordered it. Wow. If you want to have fun, go read the reviews for it. There's a lot of negative ones. Yeah. It had a lot of potential.
It's on the cart. He wants to keep it close by. In general, you won't have much time to act in case of an emergency. Choo Choo says you should help yourself to the grease sprinkler. It's a versatile tool from the bygone, a last of its kind, so don't let it go to waste. He's convinced you'll put it to good use,
Ah,
as
fair.
there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Says he's glad to see it in good hands.
I am not
Rough
good
as they-
hands, sir.
That's so dark. I love it.
How can you love something you can't see?
You don't see love, you feel it.
The dark feels cold and lonely.
Not as lonely as you.
Choo Choo says he can't wait to get out of it. Says you should take...
Why can't I have just stole this? That's a weapon? That's silly.
You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo Choo has no use for it now. Choo Choo says he feels strongly about helping his next, just like you did for him. He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you to the right place.
Oh yeah, I am a little
You've
overpowered
got
in this
what
game.
it takes to make a difference. He's witnessed it himself. Figures everyone chooses their own path. The longer you ride the rails, though, the easier it is to travel with friends. Choo Choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be. And no rails needed. Needs
He's-
no rails, no roads, nothing but air. With the world ending and all the chugs going with it, it's fun to think about what kinds of yards the Ark could take you to instead. Hopes you'll be careful with the Ark.
I think
That's
he's
the
very
last one around these parts.
passively asking if he can
Wonders
come
who
with.
you might call aboard the Ark with you.
Yep.
So what we have here is something
No.
different.
What really happens when you make a conscious choice to be alone?
Let's agree.
But it's hard to...
Regardless.
Hopes you figure out someone better to ride the Ark. Choo Choo says he's ready to pack. Wishes you good.
This is what makes up for it, the game for me, is that you can ride around on a giant mechanical hand. Because I'm doing the evil path. Like I don't know how I managed to get 9 light. Like there's just times where you do something and it's like, oh, well you did a good thing, and it's like, wait, no. It's not that bad. The game tells you shouldn't be a dickhead all the time. I should probably fast travel this thing slow. I kind of stumbled into the dark path too. Whenever you choose side, it's like, hey, here's the good side, here's what it'll do for you. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to look at the other side just... I don't always play evil paths. Pretty random. This one I did it because it gave me no choice. After I was like, I want to look at the other side, and it was like, okay, you're a dark side now. And it's like, oh.
Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the octopod is properly armed. He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just needs ammunition. He says his old friend Boom makes all things that go bang. There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and are out there roaming free. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before they go off. It's like a bomb on a stick that moves really fast.
I've got to go catch bottle rockets, apparently. Might be a good handle. They have the max damage higher. I don't know how, but this toilet plunger does ice damage. It's weird. That's close. Probably. See, they did a good job with the rain effects. Like, you actually get wet and stuff, and your fur gets matted down. Yeah. Kind of why I'm just going through the main storyline right now until I finish it. I have the wrong thing equipped. I haven't been... Yeah, I haven't really played any of them. I haven't played Call of Duties until, like, or since Modern Warfare. I was hoping this was like some kind of ally. You know, this kind of thing is why I play indie games a lot. Although Although I guess this one technically is an indie game. Not from a big studio. I don't really care about the looks and stuff, which is most indie devs will go towards gameplay than looks.
That looks like an unbanged pyro stick on the loose. Better catch it before it goes off.
Wait. Did I get it? I don't think this is how fireworks work. I say I play a lot of indie games, but most of the time on stream I'm playing more higher production games. I think I'm still missing something. Oh, did I get a new gun? Yeah, that is true. I mean, the other day whenever I was playing all those horror fishing games, they weren't even really published games. They were just... The fireworks, I think, are for the submarine. Oh, it was it was a handle. I know what it was. Wow, I just pressed the wrong series of buttons. Yeah, there it is. Most of the time you don't get weapons in this game, you get parts. And you can just build your own weapon from scratch. And do a new gun. I don't know, I don't have enough stuff for... But yeah, you can just and there you go. A new weapon. That's actually how I built my hammer that I use all the time. Still here because I'm pretty sure I missed an item. Yep. I think it's a chest of some kind.
Feels bad you were abandoned as a kid and sees what that did to you.
Oh, that's where that tower was. Gotta be a box in here. Ah. You can get a bunch of cool mounts and stuff, though. One of my favorites. Oh, I was gonna use the fast travel. Yeah. How long have I played this for? Yeah, I guess there are a lot of mounts in it. Yeah, I haven't played near long enough to actually pay this game off. But I'm not done with it yet, so. The way I see games is like, as long as you
The
play it long enough
pyro
to,
will
like,
cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the Merc Puff where it counts. You should aim for the head. That's the Merc Puff's weak spot. Thinking doesn't seem to be his strong point. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos. Scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the Merc Puff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos. Tells you it's a sort of fish that's able to reproduce really fast, which is a real advantage when you're going for infinite ammunition.
This game's a little irritating on dialogue. You can't just leave, so if the game wants you to have to ask a stupid, meaningless question, you have to do it. That and having to listen to 2 dialogues every time is pretty bad. But once again, it has a hand mount, so it's good. I know, right? In this game, this is partially why I wanted it too. Going the bad route gets you the sky laser. You don't get that if you do a good route. It sucks. Like, if you want to be good, you get freezing, levitation, and spark. That's all you get if you're a good guy. But if you're a bad guy, you have sky laser. You have telekinesis. And you still get a spark ability anyways, so it's like... I already have one of those. It does really make you want to play an evil run, but then it chastises you throughout the entire game for it. There's not a single character who agrees with you. Except for maybe the leaders of the villages. Or tribes, I mean. Because if you join a tribe, then you get part of the tribe war and you have to fight all the other tribes. And there's only 2 evil tribes to do. I guess there's 3, because I think this guy was too, but... Only one of them acts like as a true bad guy. Also, these aren't very strong. There's no reason to use the magic in this. It doesn't scale. And then, like, these special moves I'm doing, that the name pops up after I do it, they give you, like, a charge bar. Like that right there. No, the Merc Puff is a boss. That's what I meant by it kind of feels like Legend of Zelda, because there's 4 bosses that you have to get to do the big bad thing. Nah, I've already taken care of the tribore. That's all done. No, even if you choose the like the end goal is to either save the Tree of Life or destroy it. So I guess it's not really a boss or anything. So I guess it also is the good thing. But also like the side story of the big bad is like the guy who killed your parents. And he's like the most evil creature on this thing in this world because he eats meat. And I guess all the other animals are vegetarians. It's weird. But yeah, even if you choose the bad storyline, you can't like team up with him or anything. You have to fight him and you have to beat him. Yes,
A brick-brack that's still standing. Now, that's a find.
that's what it is. Nuclear Zootopia. There is a lot of
Facts need
shoehorned
to be
politics into
unturned
this
in
too.
the right order.
If the politics, whenever they come up too, feel really out of place. Yes, basically. Whichever direction you choose has pretty much no bearing on the gameplay at all, except for what ending you get. I think there's just two endings.
This is Burblebottom, residence of Gil.
But also you get a hand mount, so makes up
Happy
for it.
to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things. Claims to have been born swimming, but he must flap-flop clear of it during these dark days. It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against? Once you see which way the waters flow, it's a lot easier to go where they're going, even if that's over the edge of the world. Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Wonders who would want to. The right wave takes you where you want to go. Figures he's ridden his last wave, though, what with the world coming to an end.
This is how all the dialogue goes.
You made the goo gooier. Feels disgusted you sided with the Lotus. They spill so much goo into the surf, they ruin everything worth anything. Says you can almost walk across the goo. Sometimes he tries it. But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right? He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there. Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison. says that hardly matters. Even if he could have once, who can now?
Must face with which.
His friend Wiz needs Guppos for one reason or another, and Gil is ready to point you in the right direction.
A study of man.
But here, you're only going to find dead ones. He's pretty sure Wiz wants them alive. Well, at least the ones that aren't already rotting.
A study of man.
If you head in the right direction, you'll find a clean enough bit of surf to snag yourself some Guppos. Then you can get them to Wiz for whatever he has in mind. He doesn't have any Guppos, and Wiz is particular about the kind he needs. Let's see.
Hey, at least I gonna say something, but I just blanked real hard.
This is Guppy Grotto.
That was really weird. I think I'm somehow breaking the game. Things are hard to catch. See what you gotta do now. Wait till they jump. They're not so hard to catch. Kind of looks like Sonic.
Locked.
Possibly. It is supposed to have some basis on. It's bizarre. Just basically the tree of life is dying, and you're an orphan, an amnesiac orphan, and you either save the world or kill it. Most of the stuff doesn't actually really matter. Yeah, kind of. Well, the character plot is supposed to be the getting revenge for the guy who killed your parents. Once you do that, it's just kind of like the other option is to help with a tribe war, and you can choose to either let one of the good guys win or let one of the bad guys win. Which that whole thing kind of just works like Far Cry's outpost capturing. No, you don't die. I was thinking about getting it at the Steam Summer Sales and playing through them. But I did not end up doing that. But the whole it's alright, I do that a lot. The whole plot with the evil plot is that you find the Ark, which is like a spaceship that the humans used to leave the planet whenever they destroyed it, basically. And that was the whole thing Choo was asking about. He was asking if he could come with whenever I
It
leave
seems
after
to be
destroying the
enough
planet.
guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition. He's surprised the Merc Puff's been able to hold its breath all this time. It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by Toxanol's contamination. Being undersurf has meant the Merc Puff has been left alone to munch on the route down there undisturbed. This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others. He's sure there's enough time to confront the Merc Puff, but he worries if the world has enough years left to last his lifetime, even if you stop the World Eaters.
The weird thing about this, too, with the World Eaters... Oh, this is cool looking. Anyways, the thing with the World Eaters, you're like fighting them because they're eating the roots of the Tree of Life. So to save the Tree of Life, you have to kill them. And to do the evil route where you just kill the Tree of Life, you have to kill them. But you don't actually kill them. You get them to finish eating the roots. But you still have to do the boss fight. It's weird. Whoa! Whoa! That was the wrong thing. Wrong thing still. Yeah, pretty much. Well, it kind of says, like, the other characters in the game guess that it's because you were raised without any parents that you do evil things. It's weird. It's like you would think that since the evil goal is to let them eat the roots, that I wouldn't even bother fighting. This is weird. I think this guy might actually be the easiest of the bosses. I think so. I think that was the goal. I mean, I am trying to kill it so that way it'll eat the root. Don't know how that makes sense, but I just got an achievement. I don't even know what for. It's just called Mariner. Yeah, all of these bosses too. Every single one you have to fight on a mount of some kind. So it doesn't even matter what level you are, because it just always does the same amount of damage. I guess it does kind of, because of the amount of health you have when you fight it. Yeah. See, look. Obviously, I just killed it, because it just went limp. But then there it is. Going to a different spot to eat the root, after it was already at a worse spot.
That was the last of them. You've sealed the fate of the tribe and the tree. It's time for the end game. You have your destiny. Follow it all the way back to Out of Date. He never told anyone about what's next, but he's sure it involves you. Just make sure you don't let anyone but yourself control your destiny. You've come too far for that. The tribe comes first.
Don't let anyone control your destiny, except for the
It's time
tribe.
to return to the tree.
Alright, I wonder if I'm actually going to be done with this, or if it's going to make me go through some arbitrary stuff. I have enjoyed this game some. That's partially because I enjoy complaining about games too. I could just rush through, do all the missions, the main story missions.
Out of Date says the signs of the end of the world are everywhere. It seems nature is preparing to take revenge. The day of reckoning is coming, and you are invited. He can feel you're approaching the end date. If you haven't decided whom of all like-minded, dark-souled beings you've met have earned a seat on the Ark yet, it's time to do that now. Then grasp your last chance to make sure Loopalupin's stopped for good. The tree settled its score, but it left yours half done. He says you need to see Loopalupin eye to eye one last time. He's happy to help. Says you should take it easy.
Alright, Loopalupin is like the, he's the character that killed your parents. And I already had a battle with him halfway through the game. There are 6 other classes I have to play on. Can't fast travel over there. Be interesting to do the good. There's a lot more stuff you have to do for the good. Cause like there's little fairy type creatures that look like potatoes that you have to find and capture and bring them to the tree to nurture the tree. It's weird. It still tells you all this stuff even whenever you're going for the bad ending too. They still ask you to do it.
The Sifu is seeking revenge too. He hasn't forgotten what Loopalupin did, but he also wants to stop him from attacking his tribe. Now that the world as we know it seems to end, he wants to make sure the Lupin ends with it. He hopes you agree. It suits your dark nature. There's no room for predators in the world the Lotus tribe is building. But he knows this is your fight. You should handle it.
I get to fight him again.
Fear was his shackles, not the roots of the tree. It just changed him.
He's been bound for days.
You have a chance to stand back and let the tribe handle it.
Yeah, so no matter what direction you choose on this one, you have to fight this guy. What the heck was that?
Ready to step into the fray. Are the odds about to change in your favor?
Can I let my Tride die? That would seem like the most... Well, alright. Also, if you haven't noticed, I can just kind of take hits easily. Well, I think I was assuming at this point.
If a friend dies, something inside you dies. You can save the Sifu by making yourself a target. You're up.
Yeah. That's what I expected. I think at this point, if I just left it, the Sifu would die. Yeah, it's weird. The narrator doesn't know what he's talking about. Dang. That did almost no damage. Good thing I've been saving up all these health packs.
Shockwaves spread when the world crumbles. This is not a prophecy, me telling you about the future. It's you shaping it. Here's a vulgar display of power.
Wow, that's worthless to do those. That doesn't affect him. Like my gun can do more damage. Yeah, I don't like multi-stage fights either. I'd rather just have the full health bar and like have the stage in between the health bar. I don't know, maybe I should summon my hand. Can I even do that? Oh. And I can't use my sky laser on him because we're underground. Oh, wait. What? Alright. can use it sometimes. No, I should probably equip different stuff. Hold on. 1 second, please. Can I not do elemental damage to him? I meant to turn that one off too. I cannot. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I know that. That's not what I meant. Some enemies you can cause a burn effect or a shock effect, and you just can't on this guy apparently. I am blind though. To see, you can actually set people on fire. Stuff.
The more he does, the stronger he becomes.
Oh, that's dumb. I'm like stuck behind him. I did not dodge that very well. I just have to jump. Oh, he's like immune to fire or something. That's good to know. I think the lightning does the most damage. Yeah. I am really high level. But yeah, there is infinite ammo and all that. Oh, I should use my damage boost. Bet I had that.
It's time you remember who the real enemy is and stop playing the game his way.
What does that mean? I don't think that's an actual D. That one's not anything. Yeah, I think I just had to kill him. That would be too clever. It's not completely trash. I have had fun playing, so I'll give it that. It's just there's a lot of aspects I wish were better. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I can do that for a little bit.
This is how it ends. The Predator and the world itself suffering. But at least it's a sign they're both still alive.
Yeah, the reason he's a bad guy too
So what we have here is a clear matter of life
is because
and death.
my parents
And
killed
only
his
you
parents.
make a
So he
difference.
came back and killed my parents. So now I go and kill him. And he probably has a kid.
Ruining someone else's life for revenge comes with a price. There's no change of heart this time. I hope it was worth it.
Change of heart. There was only ever one way this choice was going to be made. The right one.
The right choice. Doing good and keep doing good all the way until the end would have been best.
The best? That's justice. And the justice we deserved was revenge. We got what we came for.
We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. There's no peace without forgiveness. It's no better time than now to accept a helping hand.
Well, apparently I saved him. Oh, that guy
Do you
again.
wonder what turn life might have taken if you'd done things different? A left when you went right? A yes when you said no? You saw a world drenched in its own cruelty and didn't sway from your path. And so, a great cataclysm draws close. Life doesn't care about heroes and happy endings. Bad things can lead to good. A seed of life, the beginning of something new. You balanced the dark within a world imbalanced in its light nature, and made a difference in a place that needed change. You allied with the Lotus tribe to build a perfect order, regardless how many you hurt in the process. However, light and dark does simply represent the polarities of life. One can't exist without the other. This is how it begins. The world's headed towards rebirth of a primal paradise as evolution paves way. We're at the mercy of nature. So, trust your conscience to show you the way, and everything else will follow.
I find it bizarre that the one animal just started speaking English. They made me do this in the beginning of the game.
But you're not alone. The few that shared your perspective and gained your trust will accompany you on your journey.
Why is this?
Is there a world out there that's better suited for those imbalanced in their dark nature than this one? Whether or not, we'll leave your story on record, so those who come after will know you followed your dark nature and let the world end to start anew. So, when all is said and done, it turned out to be an unusual ending after all. What could be better than ending the story the right way? Ending it your way. A beginning of something new.
Huh. Even the bad end has a positive spin on it. Even though it went through chastising me the entire game for being a jerk. I mean, that's okay though. It's not what I expected. I kind of expected it to just like let you go the entire game being evil, and then like at the last moment it looks like you're gonna get in the arc and everything, and then you just get crushed by the tree or something. That's what I expected. I expected to die at the end of the game. Because they're like, oh, your choices led to a bad decision. I'm waiting to see who wrote this game. Like the people who wrote the storyline. Because I'm curious how many people actually worked on the story. Based on how many people worked on the art direction and everything. What? Are they gonna nuke Kansas? Why did it say goodbye Kansas in the middle of the credits? This game had motion capture? I guess that's fair. I think I probably am gonna play through again with the get the good ending. It's kind of odd that they give you the option to bring along like-minded people, NPCs. But the only NPCs you can get are characters who are like quest givers. And pretty much every single quest giver I saw, except for the leader of the tribe that I joined, would just say I shouldn't be doing bad things. There was no evil characters in this game. Except for the big bad and the tribe leaders.
Oh,
It was much easier to get the good, because I could accidentally get good aura, but to get all the evil aura, I had to like specifically choose stuff. There wasn't any point where you just accidentally evil. I wonder how much Fable is. Now you've got me thinking about Fable. I have Fable Anniversary. I forgot I had that. It's not you. My fiance's talking to me too.
hi.
No, they did. It picked up.
Oh, great. Tables is a bug? I'm having a great time. I'm watching an anime that's making an amount of dick jokes. I am living life, man. It's so entire episode. Now it's an episode. God, I had made this.
Is that out? Now I'm looking at the developers for
Fuck, they're
yeah.
happy. Showed you.
You could hop in chat and talk about it.
I came up at a book.
There's only one Fable game on PC.
Less than half the game.
Well, I could play Fable Anniversary eventually. Accidentally resized everything. You know, actually, I wonder if there's a neutral ending. Yeah. Now I gotta.
It did just come out.
It's like 2 months ago. Now I gotta look up to see if there's a neutral version. Oh, it's not your fault. I would have thought about it. Ah.
There is.
There is a neutral path. I think.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. Looks like I can play the game overpowered. Oh, that's nice. I really appreciate that. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do a new slot. My mouse disappeared. Yeah, I'm gonna go play Killing Floor. I just kind of want to look to see what all it does in New Game Plus. Quick couple minutes. Turn it up to hard. Let's try that.
There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common
I'm gonna
descent.
skip this. And I just kind of want to look at it. Huh. It still gives, like, tells you what ones you've completed. Oh, I thought it flipped it. Just starts you out with the light one. I'm gonna have to try real hard to do light. Probably not, actually. It'll probably be really easy. I'm sad it doesn't keep your fast travel points. That's gonna be slightly irritating. I keep all my mounts, though. Alright. But yep. That is the end of that one. Oh. Gonna end the stream to swap everything around, and I'll be back in a bit.